disclaimer. Huge, apparently. Before we get started on this episode of Clone Wars, I understand. Trust me, I get it. There are a ton of people that loves Natasha Denona. Loves Natasha Denona. If you do, if you find Natasha Denona the greatest thing since sliced bread, nothing can replace Natasha Denona in your collection. This video is not for you. Exit out. You don't have to watch. Trust me, you don't have to watch. You don't have to thumbs down the video. You don't have to comment. You don't have to say. You don't have to say anything at all. You don't have to say, Natasha Denona lasts all day. Trust me, we get it. There are some people that knows. I have eyeshadows that last all day too that cost $2. I know. I get it. I have e.l.f. eyeshadows that last all day. I have eyeshadows that are $5 that last all day. We all know. It's quite all right. This video is for people that does not want to spend $100 plus on eyeshadows. That's all this is. We simply want to go ahead and shop our stash and not spend $129 on an eyeshadow palette. That's all that is. We just want the same color story. You know, for a week I debated in my head, how am I going to put this into words in the nicest way that I possibly can? And I realized, you know, I think no matter how I say it, it's not going to matter. It's really not going to matter, because no matter how I put it, someone's going to take it wrong. So I'm just going to say it. I'm just going to put it into the best words that I can. This episode of Clone Wars is for the Natasha Denona Safari palette. This is an all matte palette, and this is just simply what I have in my own collection that goes into the same color story as the palette. The finishes might not be the same, but it is as close as I could possibly get into my own collection. I strongly encourage you guys to go ahead and shop your stash so we could save $129 and not buy this palette. So I'm going to go ahead and insert the picture somewhere on the screen. And unfortunately, whenever I duped this palette, I am a dummy, and I didn't put the shade names next to my dupes, which is something that I rarely ever do. So I'm an idiot. But I think that because all the colors are pretty much, they're so different in this palette, which is a good thing. I think you guys are going to be able to see with my swatches which color goes with what. So hopefully, and if not, all you have to do is just go ahead and message me or leave a comment, and I will go ahead and help you guys to match up what is what. And this time I was able to get it into 3 palettes, so yay. So I'm going to go ahead and get into it and tell you guys the swatches. I'll tell you guys what dupes I picked out. And I'm going to go ahead and start out with, guess what, guys? Guess what? The Jeffree Star Blood Sugar palette. I know, this is very popular. I'm telling you, I don't regret this palette at all, because this dupes so many of the palettes. And I am going to go ahead and start out with the palette that actually is this one right here. This is Sugarcane right here. And I'm going to go ahead and swatch it for you. This is this one right here, which is obviously matte. And the next one comes from my Urban Decay Vice 3 palette, and I'm going to go in with this shade right here, which is Revolver. Which is that one right there. And for the next 4 shades, it comes from my Jeffree Star Blood Sugar palette. So I'm going to go ahead and just show you the next 4 shades. The next 4 shades, we've got this one right here, which is Coma. We have got this one right here, which is Tongue Pop. We have got Candy Floss, which actually is not a matte, but it is very, very pretty. And we've got this one right here, which is Prick. So that is the next 4 shades, and I'm going to go ahead and swatch them for you. So there's those shades right there. You've got Coma, Tongue Pop, Candy Floss. My crappy swatch of Prick. Okay, so the next one you've got from the Vice 3 palette right here. You've got the shade Rain, which is, where are you, Rain? Where are you? That's that shade right there. This one also isn't quite matte, but it's more of a satin, but it is right there. And then we're going to go right back into the Jeffree Star palette. And so the next 3 shades is Jeffree Star. And so we are going to go into another shade that is not matte, but it is right here, and it is called Sweetener. And then we are going to go into Intravenous, which is right there. And then the next shade is called Glucose, which is, you'd think I would know this palette, but apparently I don't. Oh, it's right there, that matte white. So we've got Sweetener, Intravenous, and Glucose. And there's those shades right there. That's Sweetener, Intravenous, and Glucose. Then right back into the Vice 3 palette, we're going to go with Heroin, which is this really pretty blue. I love looking at blue eyeshadows, but blue eyeshadows on me, not so much. There's that one right there. And then, guess what? We're going to go right back into the Jeffree Star palette, and we're going to go with O Positive, which is right there. Really pretty matte gray, which is right there. And then the last 3 shades, we're going to go into the Urban Decay Naked Smoky palette. And so we're going to go with the shades Dagger, which is right there. And then Password, which is right there. And then Combust, which is right there. So we've got Dagger, Password, and then Combust. And there you go. this is my interpretation of the Natasha Denona Safari palette. And like I said, this is just me shopping my stash. And I am so glad that I was able to shop my stash and find similar shades to the Safari palette. And I have to say that I think that this is definitely a success. If you guys shop your stash, let me know. And be sure to go ahead and check out Jessica's channel and see how well she does as far as shopping her stash for this palette. And if you guys have any suggestions for any future Clone Wars, let us know. We definitely have a lot of palettes coming for you guys, so stay tuned for that. And like I said, don't shoot us for doing Natasha Denona palettes. And yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Be sure to go ahead and give this a like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!